streaming on Facebook, but not on Jamaicans.com. And I'm not so sure what happened there.
Okay.
All right. Okay, so
but it's nice to do it twice.
Well, we catch it good quick.
Yeah, it could have been the end of the show.
All right. I'm telling you, hold on. Let me just I'm making sure now that it's on. Where are you?
We might as well because we're live on Facebook too.
Okay, so we are now on Jamaicans.com. Okay, so we don't know what really took place a while ago, but we're supposed to, you know, we're supposed to be now. Lord of mercy. Pan Mifsul on Saturday morning. I think what happened, you know, is that last night somebody kept me up until 12:30. Some kind of birthday party, and it's like my head just goes straight in the dump. Good morning, everybody. This morning is Andrea's birthday. No, it started yesterday morning and it's going on until today, the end of today. Andrea's birthday party.
All right.
And so saying, then keep me up until after midnight last night, you know. After the time, so just come on for half an hour. Just come on for half an hour. That's all we want you for. From 9 o'clock until after 12.
And you enjoyed every minute and hour of it.
I enjoy every minute of it.
Well, happy birthday, Andrea.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Happy birthday to you.
Somebody tell her that she has 16 last night. If you see her face, she flush, she red, she pink, everything.
Andrea, not a day over.
You go, girl.
I'm happy to have you guys this morning. I'm not going to repeat everything. We can just keep going. Let's talk mango season to start the day off. And so that I want to know what was mango season like for Andrea. Today is your birthday, Andrea. Tell us what mango season is like.
You know, we never really have a lot of mango back in Betheltown, you know, but where I went and saw mango, whole heap of mango was when I was in Barbican. And we used to have some relatives up in Jacks Hill. And we used to go up there in a mango bush up there. And trust me, that is when I tell us I know about mango. And then my mother bought a home in Liber Gardens in Spanish Town. And no, we never bought by the house. We were living there. And we had like about 18 mango trees, different types of yes, that was where we bathed with mango. So when we tell you about all different kind of mango.
Tell us what you remember. Tell us the type of mango them you remember.
Truly East Indian, Bombay, Number, Eden, Blackie, Robin, Turpentine. We used to have whole heap of mango there.
Oh my God.
All different variety of mango. It's like the person who owned the property went out and got like two of each tree.
Oh my gosh, that must be so when summer done, a beer herb I get for drink. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Let me tell you something, man.
Go ahead, Michelle. Brooklocks.
Which your Brooklocks?
Oh,
a Senapod, man.
Sena what?
A Senapod, man.
Senapod, yeah, man.
And look later on, it was Mojo herb.
Me know about the herb.
1 year, my mother mixed the Senapod and the Mojo herb.
Jesus, please. Oh God, that wicked. That wicked. Oh my God.
Let's just say I never nothing good.
I remember the first day I went to basic school. And when I went there to send me back home because Mama give me the herb late Sunday evening and it never take a lick until the next day. At school.
You have to drink it Friday night, Thursday.
Oh.
Mama did late that year.
That's no nice because when cold sweat ready for boxing, you know.
Why?
You know, that's why I can't understand in your life why some people behave, you know. Because trust me, all of us go through the same thing. All of us are human, and sometimes you wonder with the humility there, you know. I not get it, but I guess that's a life go.
I am surprised sometimes why, because we really do have all of this similar upbringing. And I'm reading a book right now on Lee Boyd Malvo. Who know him? You know Lee Boyd Malvo?
Know the name.
He is the serial killer, the Jamaican serial killer, Washington guy. And he had a growing up that was a little bit different, similar but different. What he had was whole heap of gunshot around him because he lived in Waterhouse, right? So him see policeman head shoot off and all him something, right? And he's got a custom, it's like he numb himself up. But he also grew up in St. Anne. And when he talked about growing up in St. Anne, the same life we're talking about, same country life. And so, you know, the difference is sometimes a community that's really desperate. But people come out of them desperate community too. Why?
Definitely.
I don't know. It's a combination of many things. It's a combination of values, right? People tell them I'm poor, but I'm proud.
Yes.
And so, although they're in a situation, them try and make something with the liquor with them have, right? And if you figure sell to mango at the gate, it will do. And if you sell out, it will do. But you're not going to thief from nobody because them values deep. That's say you don't do that.
Nancy,
right?
Nancy Brown called Michelle name. Nancy Brown said the lady outdo Michelle this week with the mango.
We are not taught my mango yet. She just joined. But yeah, she outdo me for true because I already have nothing.
You never have no mango? You never have no mango when you grow up either?
Me have one mango joke for you.
Tell me.
So
Magich?
Magich?
No, but I did that night. Sorry.
By the way, sorry for cut you. That's when my mother used to eat her mango, you know.
Me too, my mother too.
So she was one of those person that was serious with mango and decided that she not throw it with no matter what. So she that night. She not do that.
She don't want none intro for mango, man. No, but hear my mango now. So we didn't grow up with the abundance. So Andrea really beat me with that. Not telling you lie, Andrea. I didn't have so much mango.
Yeah.
But what we had, and I still love today, is number 11 mango.
Number what?
Number 11 mango.
Oh, I think you said number 8 because I said number 8.
No, number 11. I don't know if there was any other number, but that was number 11.
The best mango that's in Jamaica. I don't know what nobody wants it.
Chinese mango, man.
Yes.
Me love me.
They can go past East Indian still. Trust me.
No. That's a different kind.
I mean, we're talking common mango. We're not talking the uncommon mango. We're talking about the best common mango, right?
Andrea, you can fly first class, you know, when you are talking about
exactly. Yes, yeah. First class.
We are talking about Trini and number
economy.
Green Gauge or Blackie, whichever one you want to call that, right? We're not up there yet. So we had 2 trees, but we couldn't get none because remember now, well, Jamaica come out and we were chit-chatting before. My house is conveniently located between the church and the school. Pick them come, then I stop stone the mango tree. And I see mango drop, then pick up in my own yard. So by the time if you reach home now, mango done. And mommy a teacher, so she have to pack up her desk, she have to do everything. Or I say, mommy, I leave here and I can't wait for you. Mommy say, what? I say, mommy, every evening they beat me to the mango tree and this is my mango tree, me they go home. When me buck in the yard, the boy them just jump the wall. And me see when it deep under the mango tree. And me just draw back and I say, hoof, hoof. I didn't have one bad dog. The Lord Jesus prophet come. My mother said, imagine me penny have to turn dog. 2 mango after I would actually.
Horrible.
But me have to try something. A long time I have to strategize and I use my head first. After me.
No. Here is a lady from Catadupa, Beverly Brown. Say, me neighbor from Red Trap, Catadupa.
Miss Bev, how you do?
Yes, me a talk about. All right. Sandra Sterling from Rat Trap says, Good morning, Queen Diana, Queen Sister Michelle Dolly, and Queen Andrea, happy birthday. And says, last but not least, King Leo. Out of mercy.
Yes, morning,
Loyalty.
You know something?
Send Aloun a samba. The thing and make her come in.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, she want to come in. All right, and then Ethelyn says, proper washout. My granny used to give me. Nancy Brown. Oh, good morning to you, Nancy. Kamisha Reed, good morning. Donna Jacob says, mango can hurt your stomach if you overeat it. 1 per day is enough. Drink a lot of water, please. Boy, we have a dietitian in-house today.
That is when we get older.
All of we make up different because I can't eat whole heap of mango. Just give me 1 pan of it.
Hey, what?
All right.
Oh my gosh.
All of we make up different. I kid you not. Yeah. I got some mangoes this week though. I was surprised by my sister Angela in Florida who sent me some mangoes. And put in it 3 hairy mangoes. I thought they were 3. No, but it's a pedigree hairy mango she sent me.
Pedigree.
I've never seen it.
You know, no, you're not in there.
No, it's hairy, you know, but it's at the same time it tastes like stringing. It tastes like a combination, ingrafted.
They do that a lot of that down here. I have a friend with an ingraft, Julie, with East Indian. So figure that. Julie and East Indian in 1 mango. Really, really nice. Oh my God.
Nice.
Yeah. And so Teresa Townsend said, good morning. Sandra said, I'm over this mango thing. Michelle, don't start me. Afolabi says, number 11, nice, but maggot enough. Where you get this maggot thing from?
True.
Maggot. A maggot. Diana call it maggot. Me call it magic. Nancy says, I am making reference to regular host Michelle Spanish Town have more mangoes than Trelawney. If I never hear that.
I'm going to take no step with Michelle because she's not here to defend herself.
That's exactly right. We don't know no mango. Michelle no have no mango at all in the Trelawney. She don't know nothing about mango. Aloun says in St. Anne, where I live, we did not have mangoes, but people came into the community to sell. They are here this time. So she get mango back to buy. So I thought that St. Anna bowl at mango, but like a St. Mary full of mango. I love me St. Mary.
We can't find this number, I forget.
All right, and then Karen Ann says, hey, my people. Sky Lawson says, good morning. Angela Shepherd says, whoa, rat trap. Keon Thompson says, good morning, everybody. Karen says, I'm a little late. Was chatting to a friend. I hope you're in Kenya. Oh, tell your friend to join us, man. Aloun says, I never heard about pedigree here in mango. If you know about the crusty area, then that's fine.
You didn't have a mango named Rough.
Robin?
No, man, it's crusty.
Mango man.
That's eerie. That's the hairy. The one when I have no good earth on it. It bears some really crusty mangoes, but it tastes good. I've just
man, one man down Alams by the name Masjada said, Masjada said have the best mango in the man. They're rough, but you see when you eat that, is that you remember the person will say if you have one with enough water, other mango should have talk about. This mango like a pound of sugar. And it was scarce. He had one Lord.
No, Michelle, you didn't do that. I mean, Andrea, you didn't do that. Take it off. Take it off. Jesus. That's awful.
You know, I live in New York and I pure Asian mango you get, right?
That's right. I have the Asian.
So guess what, man? For family member of mine the other day sent me a link to say that there's a store here in several stores across the New York boroughs selling mango. And me go down there go buy 1 box of mango. Or me go down there now. Under normal circumstances, me not go pay $58 for this mango here, but God no, me had to do it. That box of mango behind me.
Jesus Christ.
You mean me to show all of my mango them?
Oh my God. And she come back and show off.
Yes, why not? Me pay a fee, so me.
You pay for your bragging rights, my girl. My girl, show your mango them. You pay for your bragging rights.
Thank you.
All right. So you mentioned something about your mother a while ago, Andrea, right? Because I was telling them last week and they never believed me that my mom don't eat mangoes before 8 o'clock. And she has a pail. And when we go look mango, we have to come back and give her fair stash, right? And she have a big white pail where we just throw them in and the water in there. And she just sit down after 8 because she don't want to see nothing at all. She don't want to see nothing. She just want taste. And guess what? Only some of the mango she peel the skin because most of them she just eat skin and everything. Everything.
Oh, true. Because I believe back in the days, them Israel says rough edge. And guess what? The good thing about it, you never no wax funny like the apple them.
Exactly. Right? Yeah. So you could have just with Julie these days, you don't even need to eat. Just you don't need to peel it, you just eat it.
True.
You know, the life of a mango lasts about 5 minutes or less, probably 3 minutes. From the time the skin, you have the skin and the outer skin and you start biting. Yeah.
You see, because me not get them so regularly, I have to think I want to eat them.
No, 3 minutes.
You have to savor the taste.
No.
Make sure so when it's done, the seed white.
Yes.
Leo, by the time them reach out Toronto to me have to take time. You know how much mango post before me taste one this year?
Oh, no man. By the time he eat mango like 4 bites. And then me start work on the seed.
That's when we used to go mango bush.
Time to get this.
Andrea, we have to have a relationship with the mango and let the mango know you're appreciated. You're loved. You bring back memories of the mango tree and the sliding under there when it wet.
Can you guys, I'm switching the discussion a little bit, but can you guys look at your knees to see if it's kind of dark?
Yeah, man.
Anybody have dark knees?
Yeah, man.
Why?
We did look like the coconut brushing. Them clean up like still, because as you go along, you find way to clean them up. But trust me, in the earlier days, and the knee cup, they used to big too.
Well, me love you already. You can marry to me all day long because,
Yeah, man, my auntie used to do it. So I was a child, and trust me, I'm going to tell you something. Those are the things that make you who you are these days. Children nowadays no learn them things they know. Everybody in front of them iPad or them phone or whatever. They not have no life. We did have life back in the days.
What I said to my friends, I said, listen, man, whenever you see a dark knee lady, you take her quick. She is a workaholic and you can go very far with her.
So Leo, you would have run me away. So me didn't know, say, if you put down the cloth on the floor,
missed opportunity, Michelle. You would have run your way.
You would have run me away.
Oh my
God. Just so you know.
Diana didn't respond. I think she's still trying to give Aloun. I'll send it to Aloun.
Let me tell you, my phone, my good phone crashed yesterday. And so all numbers are messed up. And I have 3 numbers now for Aloun. So I send it to all the 3 wrong people. Then I finally send it to the right Aloun.
Oh God. So she get it now?
Yes, on chart.
So the question on top here, Diane, is whether or not you have dark knees.
I don't think so.
I'm a look.
Check. Hold on, she can't check. A long time she don't see them.
Oh God. She's tush. She's tush. Right? She's tush. Yes, she's tush. Tell her where she's tush here, Andrea. Tell her where she's tush.
That's true, man. You need to go down on the knee with the brush. You know the coconut brush them?
Oh, me not have none. You know, so we never have none. We used to have one little Hoover. You used to have
Jesus, oh my God.
on our bottom.
Yeah, but
Brush them up and brush them out and slap them on back. Look,
me, I got dead this morning. My poor friend.
Yeah.
Poor friend.
Yeah.
Something. Oh.
But we
Poor.
know the brush them though. We know the brush them. Never get to use them much, but we have to confess. We didn't know the brush them though.
Oh no. Okay.
Don't ask me about mango.
No, we're done with mango. We're talking about brush now. We're talking about.
So may I read a lady, and this is my show. I'm gonna read my
Okay.
when we come here to read this morning.
You are a reader lady or a read up lady? What? Hold on.
I am a reader lady. I so no make me lost me pass and not remember which part me that go read.
You were reading. Okay. Go ahead.
I read this for my friends in the States and in Canada. I shall return.
Okay.
I shall return again.
We're coming back to the knee because we have a lot of things to talk about the knee. Okay. All right. But go ahead and read the notes, the comments.
No, may I read what may I read? It says, I shall return. You know, I shall return by Claude McKay. That boy I never done. I shall return to laugh and love and watch with wonder eyes. At golden noon, the forest fires burn. No, may I try to find the one when talk about the mango.
Oh, Jesus.
I don't remember which one in talk about the mango in.
I didn't enjoy recitations in primary school.
You never recitation?
We get too much beaten. We get enough beaten for it.
Oh no.
Oh.
Yeah.
Where they go in lovely, dainty Spanish.
Yes, and that one too.
Oh Lord, my mom used to say that poem so much to
yes, and the old man and the sea, and yeah, me didn't like it because me couldn't recite at all. Me never have no memory.
Oh, you poor child.
And that woman beat bad.
Yeah, and I'm glad, I know this is taking us off, but I'm glad the way we're now looking at education, because Leo, you hit a point. Not everybody can get up and recite them someday, and so we have to meet people where they are.
Yes, boy, I tell you.
And look at you today. That family never stop you from reach.
No, nobody can tap me front chat.
No, sir.
Yeah, that's something that is always passionate to me.
So just to pause that, my niece just stopped by to look for me, and she must have brought mangoes.
Don't bring any mango upon this. Don't bring any mango upon this show. Please do not. Unless I kidney mango.
Here, all them miserable people on.
Okay, me never come if you not abuse me,
Well, I still have some inside there what my sister sent, so yeah, all right.
Karen says, I'm traumatized by the washout every summer break. Until now, I don't like the smell of cream soda.
What did cream soda do?
Cream soda was, I didn't know that they use cream soda for washout. I know that they use cream soda for read up woman.
Yeah, for what Dianna, for what
Dianna does. Yeah, Dianna does that kind of stuff.
It's a word of culture, nice.
Oh, Heather Blair. I love Heather Blair. Heather says, me always kneel on a piece of cloth. Me like you need a Sorry, me not me think say you say something nice. Me not like you need a.
It's all right. Me like her.
My sister them, my sister them. Let me tell you something. When my sister them go down on floor, the problem that I had with Saturday mornings is that they're always on their knees, right? So I can't go into the house. I can't step past them. I can't do nothing. If I'm gonna go from this side to this, I'm gonna get a piece of cloth and step on it like this and go. That's just too hard work. And if I ever step over them, Jesus peace.
I understand, you know, because to this day, when I'm wiping out house, I don't want nobody walk through it while me I wipe it out.
No, it's disrespectful.
That's what makes it disrespectful. If people have to move from one point to the other, what do you expect us to do?
Wait till when me done clean.
Thank you. To this day, it aggravate me. Walking away, me a wipe. Oh God, I have to go wipe it over. You're mad, man.
Wait, let me tell you something. And the floor that we had was the red floor, the Rexo. All right, the Rexo that, right? Rexo, the red one. Right? Yes. So my mama would have said, yeah, when it's done shine, when you tell my sister them, it's done shine, you have to see your face tonight, right? You have to see your face tonight, like a mirror.
I used to, have another country we used to go where up there was red dirt, boys content in up in St. Catherine. Up there so was red dirt. That's my mother's husband's side of the family. And them used to use the red polish because the red dirt, when you walk from outside, you have to get a piece of cloth and wipe your foot. Yeah, man, you had to keep that floor red. Yeah, me know the one there.
You know, I didn't see what the life that Dianna had until I was like about 16. Me never know nothing about no Hoover until me about 16-year-old. Me got my auntie house and me see her with Hoover, right? So when Dianna come talk about oh, I had what do you call it? The one we spin on like so?
Dianna,
I must say polish. I should talk.
Me not shame me about it. You hear? Come, me did step up to that too. What? Me never.
You step up to? Now watch out.
Step up, you know. We all step up after a while.
Yes.
Step up very early.
When I was back in the country, whenever I used to have in the early days, is lamp and so I mean when I born and them time there are lamp and so we never used to have electricity. So how would I have Hoover? We don't have Hoover. When we move out and gone back in a town, you have them things there, you know. By then I was about probably 9-year-old or so. Yeah.
And it's a generational difference because for me we had maybe when I was maybe about 4 or so. Boops, light. But my mother did still do quite a bit of that. Make sure so that was done because you didn't need to learn certain basics. And then she'd take out that now and say, all right, I'm not finished. Okay, and I can finish off with this now.
And then you have to preserve the lights, remember?
We have some comments. Suzette says, home sweet home lampshade. We soon talk about that. Joy says, Genie. Anybody remembers Genie?
Yes, man, Genie floor polish.
All right, that's the clear one, right?
Yeah, the plastic bag.
In a plastic bag. And June South says, The Topics in New York by Claude McKay. The Tropics. Tropics, yeah, the Tropics. Okay.
Leo can read.
Oh, hold on. She have it here saying on me. Oh, she sent it. Hold on. She sent it. You can do it.
Okay.
Yes.
June, and by the way, June South is an educator and an artist.
Has she drawn a thing there?
Yes, because is a portrait of me. You know, see the resemblance.
Are you that? Oh, yeah. You know, that's something, Popeye wife with name again.
Olive.
Olive. Is Olive at the top? Is it written at the top, Olive?
It's written Dianna. You told her.
All right.
And we'll leave Lady Dianna alone this man. You know.
Oh my God. Okay, so read Claude McKay by Tropics.
The Tropics in New York by Claude McKay. Bananas ripen green and ginger root, cocoa in pods and alligator pears and tangerines and mangoes and grapefruit, fit for the highest price at parish fairs. That's why Andrea paid $58. In the window, bringing memories of fruit-laden trees, fruit laden by low singing rills and dewy dawns. You know, June, should I come read this?
Yeah, because you're not doing too well.
No, me not.
That mixed up all Andrea business in the.
This is not the one I want. I want the one about the mangoes and them swing on the wishy-washy by the gully. This is it's not the tropics in New York.
By the way, what is alligator pear?
You don't know what alligator
No, that
pear.
one there.
Me never hear nothing about that either. So yeah. June, you better tell us, you better come tell us what you're talking about. Karen and say, Leo, call the polisher. Oh, I can't polisher. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. All right. And then
somebody named Heather Blair says she have 3 pack of the genie polish now and she uses clean her hardwood floor. What a wicked woman. How she get genie polish in a pack?
Well, the genie polish still exists?
Polish in a liquid.
No man. A semi-liquid. It's not bag. It's not one bag.
Yellow polish, yellow wax looking.
It's like wax. It's like wax.
Oh.
Dan, you're not doing too well this morning at all. No. I mean, you're not going back into Jamaica. No. Yeah, Clarendon.
Yes, but I remember when I would go look for my grandmother that they would be using the brush. The truth is that I never get to use the brush. I was too small and frail and little bit, and them never make you do nothing. You know them kind of thing where you have, when they're just frail and you put them in a corner, put them, and give them one book.
Speaking of coconut brush, then where the coconut brush come from, Diana?
From the coconut husk.
The coconut itself.
Yeah, so you just cut it outside of the shell, outside of the nut, and you use it for the
lady has
inside, you know that, right? And then
inside after then couldn't chop it.
Side off. And then kind of
yes, Aloun, we're here, but we not hear you.
Aloun.
She's connecting. She's connecting.
Yeah. Yeah. You have to start off.
Me have to say this. Because today me try to get Aloun to come on the show, but Mango can't come here today.
No, that's not fair. No, that's not fair. I've been on the show already.
Yes.
So you remember I talked to you about having had the COVID and the challenges and let me tell you, I got my first vaccine yesterday because I had to wait for a while because you know when you have the COVID, your body has antigens and they don't want to give you the vaccine until a little while. So I got it yesterday. This where I got it is a little tender, but other than that, I'm okay. It's not mango.
Aloun, you have your original vaccination spot there too? You did it?
All of them. Watch it.
The big one, the one big one where it turns sore. Okay.
Yeah, man. And you know, I'm amazed that people are making such a big thing about the vaccination because when we were at school, people just come and we just get it and go home. Big old,
sitting, it big like so, the needle big so.
Yes, some people have, and I remember one of them had 2 little points that they just scrape.
Exactly.
Scrape on the space, yeah.
Exactly.
So I'm amazed that people are getting on so about the vaccine. But anyway,
freedom.
Hoping that people will get, and I'm looking forward to my second vaccine so I can apply for my $10,000 that the government has promised.
Oh!
Hello, $10,000 can buy plenty things. Not plenty things, but it can buy something.
I don't know what plenty things does.
I know, you notice I take that back, Diana. I take it back. Not plenty things. You can buy something. But I came on because I knew you were talking about what we do in the summers.
Yes.
Well, can I, and listen to me, Michelle and Andrea, who don't have all this time to talk all kind of things. So now we going to talk about
yeah, we realize you have arrived.
Well, you know, I grew up until I was 13 years old out here in Moneed. So those were the summers that I recall. The summers in Kingston were good summers, but it's not the same thing as when you live in country.
Right.
So when summers came, we were carted off to Spanish Town, where both my grandparents lived. And when you talk about mango.
So Spanish Town have enough mango for you?
It was a mango walk.
My grandparents on my mother's side lived on Job's Lane, and part of her property was taken in to build that highway.
Oh, okay.
And let me tell you, the property went for about almost a mile from Job's Lane itself back. And there were like 1, 2, 3, probably about 4 waterfalls on the canal.
Waterfalls? Is that right? Okay.
You know, yeah, the canal went through different levels.
Yes.
And so there was a waterfall. And then it was also a place where they took off the water to irrigate. Let me tell you, a whole heap of things used to happen in those days. But I want to tell you about the mango because all along my grandparents' property, the length of the property going so from the road, Job's Lane here, so going all the way back down, there was a coconut tree every single chain. That's how I know what a chain looks like.
Yes.
And then there was a mango tree in between the coconut tree. And 2 things used to happen in the summer. They used to hire somebody to come and pick the coconuts and pick the mangoes. My grandmother used to sell in the Spanish Town market.
Oh, yeah.
When we talk about where we come from and how some people behave like them, don't know where them coming from, well, I talk about it all the time. My grandmother plant rice on that land. So we spend a lot of our time in that plucker. You know how I no shoes. Plucker. And you step into the water because the rice need a whole heap of water. And that was why the irrigation was so important then.
Oh,
mango. But you know, the other thing that I remember, my grandmother used to buy a crocus bag of, I'm sorry. One of the things with this COVID thing is that you have something called brain fog.
Oh, Lord of mercy.
That's true.
And you're in the middle of speaking.
And you just lose the thought.
You just lose. You lose the word, you lose the thought, but the word I'm trying to find is crab. It comes eventually.
Crab? Crocus bag of crab?
A crocus bag of crab.
You just look at me and you remember, right?
Oh, yes, we do.
And bring it home and boil the crab with salt and pepper and scallion and throw out the crab on Gleaner. Them days only Gleaner we did have. Newspaper. Every newspaper was called Gleaner. Throw it out pan Gleaner. And then those that she did not boil like that was washed and scraped and take off at the back and curry.
Yes. Yes, you eat curry with curry. Hold on there. Let me tell you something. The best thing that anybody can give me to eat if I'm eating crab is curry sauce with banana and crab. Banana, curry sauce. Let me tell you. Yes.
So my summers, I remember for the crab.
Jesus.
I remember the boiled crab, and we sit down and we eat crab and we eat crab and we eat crab. And then we would have the curry crab was for dinner, you know.
Yes. Oh my God. You eat crab?
Big
you eat crab, Michelle? You eat crab, Michelle?
You might have to excuse myself now. No, it's me, my ask Aloun. Because you make me hungry now, you know. You know how that's going to work.
Well, let me tell you, the curry crab was the best.
Yes.
I mean, and the thing about it is that sometimes the shells stuck up in your teeth. And in them days there, you know, we never know nothing about floss.
No, you pick it out.
So you had to find a way.
Well, you know,
crab shell.
we did, but we had to use the coconut bone, you know, the bone at the back of the coconut leaf there.
Yeah.
Cut it, broke it, and, you know, use it with dig. Not the floss, but the dig.
But let me tell you, so we used to eat mangoes, and the mangoes we had, I don't want to have this big argument about stringy and number 11. Number 11 used to taste like turpentine to me. You never eat number 11 taste like turpentine.
Turpentine about strong taste, you know, strong, very, very strong.
Yes.
You know,
too much number 11 make you sick. Andrea, not true.
But indulgent in anything make you sick. My number 11 never been yet.
But the funny thing is, you know, I used to the common mango that I used to love a lot was the blackie, but you have to eat them when they're well ripe.
It depends. Depends on which blackie.
You have some thin skin one.
Yeah, the thin skin one. Yes, the yellow chest one. Them. Yes, the yellow chest. Then call them. right? And then they have the green gauge now, the one that look like the skin is very thick. And you have to,
educate me.
Right, yes. But then they have another one now where ripe, as soon as it start ripe, it start black. Look at black spots on it. And they don't really blacky. Right? Remember those?
So they call it blackie. All I know is that blackie is to be the size that you can just put the whole mango in your mouth.
Exactly.
Nothing left but a white
Exactly.
It's true. It's true.
You swallow it, you're true. Yeah.
Yes, Miss Michelle.
Me need to be educated. I mean, I want the moment of education pass me.
Okay.
So maybe I say clutch and break. I mean, sure, I don't know what clutch and break means.
What is clutch and break?
So you have it to the clutch and the brake when you drive standard, man.
Oh,
that's all we learn to drive.
We learn from standard.
I thought blackie and green gauge were used interchangeably. And that's why I say, who on the
No. Green gauge is the green one. Blackie is the black spot. And then the one we share about, but they can put the light in their mouth. That one what they call yellow chest. It little bit.
Me did dead last night.
They have no yellow upon it.
A little bit. And it's skin thin.
It green, man. But
it green. Me no remember no blackie with no yellow upon it.
Where it come from?
Yeah, Leo eat some fluxy mango, some don't have St. Mary, so we're probably never right.
Come from one different place.
The fluxy mango about yellow black mango.
Let me take some messages, some comments here. Here's one. The last one. Only Leo Gilling would know the various types of blackie mango.
Who says so? Leo? Who says so?
You should be sure I'm small. I'm a friend.
Never say a better word.
Susan Thompson says, blackie with the black spots. Anybody? All right, so that's a different blackie, right? All right. Janet Wang said, my grandmother used to curry the crabs too with roti.
Yeah.
Me never eat roti.
You never get none, Leo?
What do you mean never eat roti? You never grew up with no Indian people around you?
No, sorry.
Never eat?
Never. Me say me eat crab with banana.
Yellow blackie mango.
I would put crab in a soup. I would put crab with, with
crab in soup?
Yeah, not the back. We take off the back.
Oh, so you eat crab then?
When back in the days, not now. Before me turn Seventh-day Adventist.
How about crab not doing nothing? One will get the crab.
Let me take some more comments. Here is Dorrit says, remember, chew stick help to whiten the teeth. The thin-skinned blackie mango is sweet, and where I come from, they are called paper skin. See? So I said, where I come from, Dorrit? And then Heather Blair said, almost $5 a pound for Jamaican mangoes in Toronto. And then Ethelyn says, me love this conversation. When you make me a ball as my mama and my granny dead. Memory lane kill me.
Oh.
Love them. Oh my God. Oh, sorry, sweetheart.
Never mind.
I'm so sorry.
Can I go back to the canal?
Yes.
And the falls?
Yes.
Well, one of the things when they send us down into the rice field to go and weed, so you have to weed out the either cane, weed out the cane, because she used to grow cane too, cane and rice, and you have to go down there, go weed out.
Oh.
And my uncle we used to carry a pot, some margarine, salt, rice, and scallion or onion. And then when we take a break now, my uncle would go into the canal with a basket, push it under the weeds on the side of the canal, shake it out so, and shrimp.
Those are swims.
All right. Swims. And swims would come out. That time now, we don't put on the rice and thing to cook. Wash the swims and put it in the rice. Lord, I can tell you about that. And we used to eat that every day.
Oh yes. Yeah. We never had the rice, but we used to go look swims. And we use basket to catch swims.
Yeah, you put the basket
up
under
in
the reeds on the
the girl
side.
the girl have good skills. She have good skills.
Take it out.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh God, my uncle Brian. And then we had a little brother. Me always say this little bit now. He was the most free person. And when my uncle Brian jump into the water now, he would hold him hand by the head and say, Lord, him dead now. Him dead now. And he would then no, they used to have rangers who would
the one pop gun.
And down the canal to make
one pop gun.
Or you had to have a license to fish in the canal, or you could not jump in there and swim like my uncle was doing. So now we used to have to walk along the thing to make sure not no rangers going to catch my uncle in the canal.
Oh, so you used to do the thing.
Hello.
Let me tell you something. We went on a lot of mango properties, orange property, banana property, where rangers are, and they are one big gun with one shot. And let me tell you something. I can't. Yes, yeah, I can't. So, Andrea, you used to go bush go cook too?
I'm up to you.
Because
whole heap of that we used to do. I used to live in some city at one time.
Okay.
And we used to have this spot called Round Table. It was a nice little enclosed area where deep, where you just chuck off and thing. So me and my people, them anytime water gone, that's where we used to hang out. Our summer come, that's where we used to hang out. But the cooking used to come back home because it's too much to go down there. So we go down and go swim, hungry, and come back a cartwheel and do it. But the funny thing is, is the cartwheel and the dirty girl. Trust me.
People don't understand what you say because some people don't understand cartwheel and dirty girl. Okay?
No.
Make the people understand. You're talking about dumpling, big dumpling, and mackerel, tin mackerel, right?
Yes.
All right.
To be honest with you, I used to go over my friend Stephanie and Annie them used to live right next door to me, and that's where all of the boat used to run. Most of the time because them couldn't do it over my house, or if them do it over my house, we have to hurry up before mommy and mother come. But anytime now, Steph and I want to, like say, when I want to share over my house, we take it. And for decades, them out, we say, boy, the 2 hours long I eat about 5 pounds of flour, 2 tin of dirty girl.
Yes, exactly right. Exactly.
We never care, because trust me, those days, I used to love tin mackerel. And to this day, I would have eaten tin mackerel because that taste that I love. But yes. I can't eat it because I told me in poison 3 times and I couldn't bother with it.
Tommy and poison. A long time ago, you heard the word. Tommy and poison. Lord of mercy, Michelle. You ever get Tommy in? Michelle?
No.
Oh, I forgot you come from upscale rat trap.
Iron Claude.
I forgot you come from upscale rat trap. You come from upscale rat trap.
Okay,
that they have Tommy and poison anymore, Andrea. I don't think they have Tommy and poison anymore because the technology has changed. And the material that they're using is different.
Oh.
But my suggestion to anything, well, except for the what you call it, swims, which I cannot eat, the pond raised one. So these days I don't eat
yeah.
Because the pond raised one, I've been in hospital twice because of having it. But my suggestion is
Benadryl.
Drink a little Benadryl first. Drink
Take
a little Benadryl. If I
If
go to Chinese restaurants, because I'm allergic to the MSG, and no matter where they tell you that they don't use MSG, I'm not true.
I not true. I use it.
If I'm going to a Chinese restaurant, I have to walk with the Benadryl. DPH. We don't get Benadryl in Jamaica anymore. DPH.
Oh,
Walk with the
Yeah,
DPH,
but Aloun, these people are in foreign, you know. Andrea's in New York and Michelle is over in Canada. So them get the fancy thing.
Them can get the Benadryl.
You have some antihistamine can take, man.
But
Yeah.
Michelle was going to share with us what her recollection is of the summer outside of pretending to be dogs.
Somebody's asking what is dirty girl.
Tin mackerel.
Oh, tin mackerel.
Okay.
We will get one for them.
Tin boom.
Example is always good.
They have a lot of names for it. They have tin boom, dirty girl. What else they have again?
Flash out.
Huh?
Flash out.
Yes,
Flash
flash
out.
out.
Yes. Okay. So if you don't know by now, who is that again? Was it Marvet? No, it's Dianna. Dianna says, asking, and drink busy too. Vitamin poison. You know busy? Busy good vitamin.
Man, me good with one busy tree
good
now.
for everything, Leo.
Busy good for everything.
Me
Yeah,
good
man,
one busy
anything
tree
there,
used to
drink
serve
with
in like the whole neighborhood.
Yes. Me still have busy here, you know. Me have it here in my cupboard just in case of anything.
Can
Okay,
some-
so,
Mm.
you know, things have expiry date on it. Well, if they want to expire, I mean, no, no, it's either that age or it expire.
Can somebody
my
remind me of what this is?
suggestion is keep it in the fridge. You know, I want to just say something about busy.
Busy.
It's eaten in Africa. I have friends from Nigeria, and I went with them to South Africa, and they were having an event, and they handed out busy. So you get the busy and you have to open it, and inside the busy, which is where the plants start to grow, you can either get the male or the female. Did you know that?
Yeah, we have trees that are male and female.
No, in the busy fruit itself.
Oh.
You either get one piece has the male, which is the little thing sticking out, and one piece has the female, which kind of look like.
Never know about that.
And then during this, yes, I don't know if you have a fruit that isn't opened yet, but if you open it, you see that one part will go over, the male part will go over on one side, and the female part will go over on the other side. So everybody was excited to see which part of the busy you get. But what I wanted to say is that we ate that raw busy.
Really?
Like how you eat peanut?
Like a nut?
Yes, like a
Oh,
nut.
because that's what it is.
Okay.
The cola nut.
Throughout the entire ceremony.
Wow.
Okay, answer a question.
So
Because I'm gonna.
No. It was raw, like how you just eat raw peanut when you roast. Yes.
I'm confused because every time I think about busy, right?
You know,
I think about my mom normally take a glass and put a piece of stick in it, and the stick itself is a green piece of stick. And when you make it stay there overnight, you wake up in the morning and it has a kind of semi-liquid state thing, kind of slimy thing in it, and you take it and put it in their eyes. Is that what is that?
oh, Leo, where you come from with that?
You don't know what that
Look
is.
here, you're blind.
You see something you're great.
I wonder, Leo, wear glasses.
You know what busy the busy
What is
like
busy?
that remind me of?
What the hell is busy? Tell me what busy
You know
is.
what it remind me of? It's cola nut. You know what it remind me of? The seed of an avocado pear.
Oh.
That's what it reminds me of. And now I am discovering that people use the seed of the avocado pear, which has a whole heap of vitamins and this and so on.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
Yes.
The seed.
And is this
The
same
seed,
thing
yeah.
like what the busy was? The busy is.
Anybody knows that that the trees in Jamaica we have two different. In one tree, there's a male tree and a female tree, right? Anybody know that? Anybody can confirmed?
I've heard it. I've
heard it.
I don't
So
know.
there's a guinea tree. There's a guinea tree that a male guinea tree and a female guinea tree. And they have mango tree that's male and female.
Yes.
The male don't bear nothing at all. It's just grow. Right? Okay. I just want to know that everybody understands that.
But I don't know if I've seen that for fruit trees, but I don't know. I'm not sure about the rest of the trees, them, to be honest.
Yeah, just fruit trees. Just fruit trees. Let me read some comments. Marvet says, we do that in St. Mary. Leo knows what he's talking about. We used to slime. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Use the slime for pink eye. Thank you very much, Marvet. Jesus. Yes. Okay, thank you, Marvet.
Marvet, I want to Leo cousin them.
Thank you, Marvet. I love you, bud.
Are you here? You're sure you're not here, Marvet? Come.
That's some fake name, Leo put Spanish, you know.
Here is Nadine King says, Tomaine poison, aka botulism. What? Still exists. Just very rare. That's why we're cautioned not to eat stuff from cans, dented or expired. Okay. Aye. Busy Ray and nephew, garlic, thyme, pimento, clove, cure, take a cork full of in the morning. You can't catch corona. All right. Okay, all right. So we're learning as we go. All right. Somebody said something about nutmeg also. Janet Wang says nutmeg also. I don't know what you're saying about that, Janet. Just tell us what the nutmeg also means.
I remember nutmeg for if you put it on your tongue and you feel bad.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Or you grate it and make tea.
Yeah. But if you want to use it whole, you put it on your tongue or piece it on your tongue for nausea.
Oh, so that means when we go up on the bus there with the back of Michelle, some of them picnic should have put the nutmeg on the tongue. Because
no such
by the
thing
time we done the first 10 miles, that the bus they full up as nuts. Oh my God.
No, we never do that to them. But you fold the gleaner paper and you put it in them stomach.
But it's stuff not in chest.
Well, the stomach.
Yes.
What was that about? What was that about?
And does it trip? You wrap up the piece. You have to crush it up, you know.
Yes.
Your parents that stuff it in a. Somehow we used to wear.
Your bosom.
Asthma. We used to wear the little
merino.
We call it merino, and then push it in the merino. And I don't know if it's so.
What was that all about? Because a lot of kids had that same problem. You go up on a bus full of kids and half of the bus are throw up. What was that about?
You know, part of it, I think it's motion, but part of it is that when you're driving, they tend to look down on the road.
Right.
And so because they look through the window, but they don't look out, they look down. And then after a while, the eyes turn and the turn.
You remember this word in school that we learned called parallax?
I heard that before. What is it?
Parallax. It's the effect of the eyes.
Oh, okay.
Yes. That's associated with the.
Oh.
You can't come and ask for them the big word. You know,
What kind of biology? No, but guess what, Michelle? Some of the things that we learned in biology and those things are things that come to us out of our traditional culture.
It does.
At the time, we couldn't explain it, but all these scientists and so on look at it and say, oh, this is what it is, and give it a name.
Exactly.
Parallax. Anyway, I'm really, really sorry, but I've got to go. My appointment at 10 o'clock, and I just hear the people driving.
I'm
so glad I joined you.
Oh, I'm glad too.
And Leo, things looking up. Looking up. So, Dianna, I'll probably come back again. Enjoy the rest of the day. All right.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Oh my God, that was nice to have her.
Before she go in, you know, say.
Go on. Let me just hold on. Say it.
Refer to swims as Django. and crayfish.
Crayfish.
Crayfish, yes.
Yeah.
Crawfish, yes. That is what you really get to buy down at middle quarters in St. Elizabeth.
Yes.
You know.
Crayfish, yes.
Yes. It's not swims.
That swims.
Crawfish.
Exactly.
All right. So
Yeah,
I have to go.
Good to see you.
Bye, Aloun, later.
Oh my God, that was nice to have Aloun there for
Yeah, I think the last time I saw her was Christmas.
Yes, she was here with us.
So I came on with her.
Yes.
I'm happy that you came on while I was here. Before I forget, I don't eat crab, but what I remember about crab is that my husband and my family, because he used to take his son Damien to Crab Bush, and we used to take my other friends used to join me with their family. And I remember there was one time we went to Crab Bush over Hillshire. I remember which one of the vehicle then we put we go over there and we land in the crab bush. It was fun to go crab bush hunting.
Tell me, hold on it. Before you go into crab hunting, I need you to tell me what type of equipment you took on crab hunting. What are the supplies that you took? I want to know everything. Because
remember we used to have we always used to have crocus bag,
buckle lamp,
torch,
Let this man come on the show with a torch, a buckle lamp, but the torch I think they're going to out of bamboo. Okay,
a buckle lamp. The kerosene island have the piece of cloth as the wick come through.
A gleaner.
Sorry, gleaner.
Okay, thank you.
Right. And them used to carry cutlass, the regular cutlass. Can you have it?
Yes.
Yourself.
Yes.
And I think them used to have gloves too, because remember, nobody really want to touch a crab just so
me get a crab grab on my finger, It's still right here. Cut still here.
So wait, you did squeeze the eye?
You have to squeeze the eye to take him off. Yes. Anybody know that? Say
no, not squeeze.
You have to push it in. A squeeze, squeeze it. Oh my God. Did you know that?
You asking Andrea about crab bush. Have you gone to crab? Michelle, did you have crab bush down in Rat Trap?
No.
They don't have no rat. No, we have a rat.
You have to go near sea.
Yeah, you have to go rat bush.
Make sure you go crab bush. Tell me, Michelle.
My one experience with that was Negro. I'm born and bred Anglican. No apologies for that either. and so we have the camp, the summer camp in Negril, and so I went there, and my job was to hold
the buckle lamp.
And I would serve it, but until it now moving to that part, it's not me under.
Okay, so
I was not accustomed to it.
Two things with the buckle lamp, a couple of things with the buckle lamp, The buckle lamp can blow up, Did you know that?
Mm-hmm.
If the fire goes down too close to the top of the bottle, the top of it can blow off, and it break. So you often know when you need to change it. Okay, all right. See, you know the thing.
Yeah,
but
we used to fit other things when there
was
no
street lights.
There was no street lights.
Remember, Sarah Chop, she come from.
Yeah.
On a dark night.
So the most popular bottles for buckle lamp are
Red Stripe beer.
Used to use the long one them.
The Guinness and Dragon. Guinness, Dragon, and Red Stripe.
The long one.
The long Red Stripe beer there. Yes.
So you could get the oil down low and
get down. Yes.
Yeah, man. But before you go, may I tell you, man? So
where you go?
We go crab bush, and them guys things that them lock up the bag properly, and all of a sudden, somebody ball will say, "Crab get wet." Everybody bail out, start catching a crab, but trust me, it's not a fun thing when crab get wet, because they are trying to get away and then go and grab you.
That's true. But crab is something that's very mysterious. When you go home with crab, I've seen this happen several times. Go home with crab.
A dopey crab ain't go talk about.
A dopey crab, yes. We go home with crab, and we have a bucket and we have a lid for the bucket, and we put rocks on top of the lid.
And they get up and it gone.
And tomorrow morning we get up, all of the crab then gone. So let me tell you this, okay? Let me tell you this. There's a guy who raised 1,800 crabs last couple of weeks ago. He was in the news. A brag said him raise crab. The next morning he wake up, there was only about 12 or 14 crabs left in anything, right?
Have them gone or see them teething?
Them here all crab, when crab find a hole to go through, all of them hold on to one another and go through it. Then grab onto each other and just go through. So there's a possibility, strong possibility that those crabs came out of that pen and gone and nobody thieved them.
Oh.
I wish we would collaborate like that.
Yes, I'm telling you.
And to learn.
Yes.
Seriously.
Crabs hold on to one another and go through big time. Here,
so talk about you behave like crab in a barrel. What that mean then?
It means that because they might try to grab on each other. They might try to grab on each other to get out of the barrel.
But they always
everybody's crawling up by each other.
I always have the impression that when you do that, you're fighting against each other. Nobody come out, but
yes, you're right. You're right. But they come out because they're still holding on to each other.
Gotcha.
You understand? And so when you wake up the next morning, the rocks still up on top of the lid. It's not that the lid come off and fly gone anywhere, no. The rocks, the pot still cover and the lid is still there.
But it
find one hole and just come out.
And hence the explanation. The only logical explanation is that it was a dopey crab.
Yeah, dopey crab. That's exactly right. Yeah. You know, I grew up right next to ocean, right? And so, right back on my yard is a whole lot of rocks. And it looked like the sea was over there. So them living at the rocks. And in March, thousands of little crabs, little ones, going towards the ocean. And in no time, big crabs will come back again. I say, Lord of mercy. So we had a lot of bottles in holes. Bring the buckle down, man. Bring it, miss one. Bring it buckle down. Bring it down. Bring a light.
Oh,
when you wake up on morning time, your nose black up.
Mm-hmm.
With the bucket torch, not true.
Yeah, God, that's smoke.
Buckle lamp.
We have a comment from Sandra Sterling. She says, we had crab bush in Greenwood.
Yes.
And those crabs were everywhere. You had to hop and skip over crabs coming out from the house. Yes, because it's close to the ocean.
Let me shout out Sandra, coming on Sandra Cosmina, say, pan here, shout out, man, and I shout out Sandra. So make us shout out Sandra Sterling, my God's sister.
All right.
Father is our godfather, rest in peace,
really?
Daddy. Yes.
My best friend,
Who your God?
Yes, and turn best friend. They don't even know what each other look like.
Yeah, yes, we come from Rat Trap. We went to Q Park School. We went to St. Michael's Church. Sandra, grandmother was one of the best singers, and she still sings very well at 100 years old.
She's 101 years old.
At 100?
Yeah.
Yeah, I went to her 100.
Come tell us.
So pick up Miss Beryl.
Andrea, you know the type of crabs that we have in Jamaica. Tell us, please, the different species.
After I know them, I know about sea crab and land crab. That's all I know. Me never eat them, you know.
She never studied crabology.
Thank you.
Okay.
Never eat them. It was just fun to catch them.
Okay, all right. So there are several different types of crabs. There's the white crab, the Jamaican white crab. It live a riverbank. Most of them live a riverbank. And you go on riverbank or what, not just bring river, but a ford or anywhere, whatever it is, where that's water is running. They love that. And so when you go out the side of the water or the side of the river, you'll see holes in the dirt. That's them coming out. All right. And them predominantly feed off of the river. So they come out of the holes, go down into the rivers, drink water, eat.
Oh, those are the ones that they sell down at Heroes Park.
Yes, those are the ones they sell at Heroes Park. And their claws are big. Yes.
Man.
Yes.
Get one of that.
Yes.
Oh, well.
And then another land crab that most people in St. Mary don't eat the one we see downtown because they're not accustomed to eating white crabs. What they're accustomed to eating or brown crabs or purple crabs. Those are the ones that go to the ocean. They live on the land, but they go to the ocean to wash off and come back, right? And when they wash off, it means that they start breeding. They have a lot of eggs on them. And so they leave the land, they breed up on the land, take the eggs down to the ocean, and then go back dry. So we don't eat them when they have eggs because we see them a breed, them pregnant. We don't eat them when
they go and they deposit the eggs.
Deposit the eggs in. Yes.
Okay. You want to damage it, right?
We get them a kind of big word about deposit. Then go wash off. And go wash off.
When you say wash off, I imagine that they're coming back with it, and I don't think that's what you mean.
No, they go to the ocean to wash off. They pick them, breathe down the sun, and they come back across.
Right.
So those
they go to the deposit.
They either go in the ocean, go and get an abortion.
No, they're going to the birthing center.
Thank you.
And then we had the ocean crab, them they blue, them flat. Them they, yes. And then they have the king crabs way out in the deep. Yes. And people eat a lot of those expensive. Those are the type of crabs that we had. No, I came to Florida and I saw ones called red crabs and golden crabs and rock crabs. So they have all different kind of crabs. But Jamaica only about 4 me know. I know that they're
only 4 we eat. So we don't go far and go eat no king crab or rock crab. We don't know the crab
there. Angela Shepherd said, "Oh my God. Hi, Michelle. Didn't realize it was you. So you get to meet my sister, Andrea." That's Angela Shepherd. Do you know Angela Shepherd?
Angela Shepherd. Angela Shepherd have one. It's
Angela
Angie Chin.
Shepherd.
Yes, Angie Chin.
Yes.
Because when you said Andrea was coming, I thought, morning, Angie, how you do? Jeez, I'm peace on you. I'm going to see Angie. When you said Andrea, I was like, I know Angie, but Angie never named Andrea.
Sister Brenton Pitney.
Yes.
So Brenton Pitney too?
Yes.
Oh.
I can tell Andrea. I know my brother and sister.
Is Brenton still alive?
And Ricky reached out to me recently. Ricky reached out to me like 2 weeks ago.
Okay, tell me the name of the one that used to drive fast. Him have a BMW, the brother. Your brother that used to have a BMW and drive fast. Peter. Peter Chin. Jesus, what happened to him?
He's in Jamaica.
In Jamaica? Lord, when we da Rumpton a weekend time, anytime you hear something I go come fast.
I love him.
Jesus, no, he's the most generous person you will ever know. Yes? Well, oh my God. Okay, so I know the family good. You just never realized that, oh no.
You link up, Andre, you link up.
Here is Anna Boo. Anna Boo says, we call them Panny. Okay, which one is Panny, Angie? I mean, Anna. Which one is Panny? Panny crab you're talking about? I don't know what Panny is. All right, and then Heather says, okay, thanks for the information. Heather says, in his backward, they were stolen. Yes, you're true. They grabbed them and thief them. Dorrit, Coca-Cola bottle for the buckle lamp. That's true too. We used to use a Coca-Cola bottle. We think that it was hard and stuff. All right. Did we miss anything?
No, I think we're gonna cover everything. Mango, crab, for family who drive fast car.
Grandma.
Dirty girl, while you know.
Let me tell you one. So my husband have this long-standing joke, you know. For everybody who we want to talk about Betheltown too. Betheltown too is the country where you park. When you stop at the crossroad.
Yes.
You load up your belongings on the district mule and follow back behind the district mule and it carry you over to the yard. That's why him always tell everybody.
The district mule.
We need to pause for a moment because today's Adrian's birthday. And we needed to wish Adrian happy birthday.
Is she watching?
After that, I am going to hop off.
Is she watching? Is she watching? We're not going very much further.
Michelle is out with Adrian celebrating birthday, so happy birthday. So not this Michelle, our Michelle from upstate.
Yeah, our Michelle. Which one?
So Dianna, una Michelle.
Yeah, we other Michelle.
Me glad for know say me are the poor cousin from country.
Oh my God.
You're the other Michelle.
Before you go, Michelle, I want to know about your grandma. Tell me your grandma's personality that everybody can associate with.
Me, Michelle, grandmother?
Yes.
Me, Michelle, grandmother, I never met.
You never met her?
One died before I was born, and the other one died when I was a baby. But what I do know is that I am told that I speak my mind like Maud Mackenzie. If you are a dog, I am going to tell you that you are a dog. I don't care. I will tell you with love and grace. And I don't say dog in a derogatory way. I say it in the cultural Jamaican way, not in the love animals Canadian way.
Sweet.
Meaning if your personality is less than...
It's dog-like.
Yes, then I will tell you I just tell you. I'm frank. Yeah. Like that grandmother, and that my glasses is most times down here. So like other grandmother. But I'm told many times that I do have their characteristics, but did not grow up with them. But I grew up with elderly parents that I learned all the things that you'd probably learn from a grandparent. And I had that circle of grandparents. I have so much grandmother. So I had that circle of love, but my biological grandparents, I didn't have the pleasure to spend.
What's the one thing you love about Rat Trap? Or what's the one thing that you want the world to know about Rat Trap?
It's the home of roast pork.
Okay.
If you want the roast hog, what's stuff and in the oven, come to Rat Trap. We sort of pause it a little bit, but just go down the road a little bit of lamb's liver, authentic, succulent roast pork. That is where we come from. Roast breadfruit. We have breadfruit can stone.
Dog.
Right. I don't want any dog lovers to take me on this morning. Can stone anything. Okay. And so, yes. And so we get talk about splash out and all of that. We do that with the breadfruit, we do it with the pork aisle. And I noticed on a very nice, I talk about chicken back this morning, but not like a curry chicken
back. We're leaving it for the next show, because next week we're coming back and we're talking about chicken back next week.
Anyway, it was a blast as usual. Andrea, please get my number from Leo and make sure Angie gets it and reach out to me, because I haven't seen Angie in so many years.
Leo is in touch with her, but I'll take the number myself.
Come on.
Keep in touch. All right.
Thank you very much, Michelle.
And you're most welcome.
Again.
So nice to see you.
It was a pleasure, Michelle.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right.
Oh, good. All the best.
Andrea, tell us about your grandma and tell us about your favorite district. And what would you like the people to know about it?
Well, my grandmother, she was born in Cambridge, St. James, and then she settled with my grandfather in Betheltown, Westmoreland. And there is very dear to me because, trust me, my grandparents were just warm. My grandmother's name was Ethel Gray before she was married. So she's Ethel Bernard, after she was married. And her pet name was Lovey. So everybody knew Miss Lovey. And let me tell you, you say love, that was where it came from.
Yes.
Oh God, loving woman. And I think because of her, I've always had a philosophy. If I'm bending down to look down at someone, I must be picking them up.
Yes.
That was her. She don't look down upon nobody. And I remember her, I lost her as a teenager, and how I lost her, it was like, I can't even believe it. You see her today, she head home on the train, and then you hear her say she did on her way home. That was just heartbreaking. Yeah.
Bush tiger?
So I was like, bush tiger? Pardon me?
Who was the bush tiger? The train.
The train, I remember, it was the one that go from Kingston to
Montego Bay.
Yeah, to Montego Bay.
Okay, yeah, the bush tiger.
to come off of Montpellier the night and break her ankle coming off the train. And it looked like she had a heart attack on the way to the hospital or at the hospital. Okay. So my grandmother, boy, she was so dear to me. I remember the things that I am doing now is the things that my grandmother used to ask me to do. And I used to look and say, you really and truly can't see the eagle eye? And no, me can't see the eagle eye. No, I just see myself walking in her footsteps, hearing her sing the song, If I Can Help Somebody As I Go Along, you know, if I can help somebody with a word or a song. Those are the things, and she's saying, then my living will not be in vain. And you know, when them old people that belt out them things there, I remember Grandma Lovey, beautiful woman, beautiful woman, and she used to sit down on her sewing machine. That's what she used to do, sew. And it was like she never used to charge no people no money. So she saw for living, you know, but if you come thing there, she still go do it for you. But I remember my grandmother that way. Always a loving bundle of joy and held the family together, you know. So yeah, but that district called Betheltown is dear to me too, because a lot of times when your parents they want to get rid of you from the town life, and then why you're going on Betheltown. They say you go straight to Betheltown. I have to take the bus or the train, and trust me, it's not a lot. It's, you know, now it's easy to travel in Jamaica. You have the big highway, them and everything. Yes. Them days of the train and they stop at
one holiday. It train take one holiday from Kingston to go. Yes.
Every train halt, then stop, and they must stop for a while, and they must pick up everybody along.
I've got to drink wine and rum and everything, and eat and thing, and then.
Trust me. So when you start a journey in the morning, you are reaching at the night. Yeah. So I remember a lot of those. I remember one day we came off the train, and when we came off the train, you know, the train, some derailing had taken place. And when them sorted out and we go back, I reached down Montpellier about 1 o'clock in the morning. Then usually have one taxi man who always hang out waiting for the train for somebody. And he wasn't there the night. Me end up have to walk it from there so much miles.
Oh my God.
Yeah, but it was like, I don't even know, I can't even tell you. I found somebody who walked home with me, one old man. And Mr. God said today, says a ghost come home with me. Because up to today, I don't know when this disappeared. And my grandmother, they hold me up as people, but you know, it was, yeah. I used to love that place. Known for breadfruit. You hear she talk about breadfruit? Breadfruit, yellow heart breadfruit. Tangerine. I remember a lot of tangerine. Whenever I used to have a hope of citrus, but tangerine was big, and cane and banana. Big for where I came from.
Does your father still own that shop in Roehampton, because he had a supermarket there, you know?
I don't think so. He's deceased, so no, I'm not thinking.
Oh, that's right. Okay. No, okay. Peter would have. All right, and then Dianna.
Yes.
You know, it's like you sit back today and don't want to take no heat because you know, say you're stush, you live stush life, so you know.
No, but I can tell you about my grandmother.
No, I know about your grandmother. Tell me about your grandmother.
My grandmother was Imogen Johnson. She was a big set woman. She lived in Smithville in Upper Clarendon, just past Moko. Faye Ellington talks a lot about Smithville because she was in there as well.
Oh, hold on, before we go any further. Is Moko renamed?
No, Moko is always Moko.
That's the name of the high school down there.
We have Lennon Secondary.
Lennon.
Yeah, but so Lennon is just another district as Moko and Ocean and all.
Okay, because they say the school name is Lennon, but it's in a Moko. Why don't you never give name Moko?
I don't know, one little part the name Lennon, probably Mr. Lennon did give them the land to build the school.
Okay. Okay, all right, go ahead. Tell us about Smithville.
So my grandmother, Miss Johnson, Miss Imo, and she was an evangelist. She was a farmer, she was a dressmaker. And I think it was she who really kept everybody in check. So all her children and grandchildren who grew up in her keep, because the children went overseas or something to take care of. Most of the most of my cousins lived and grew up with her, and she kept them in check. But she was a real disciplinarian, though she was really soft in the heart as well. So if they got into trouble at school, she don't make a man, she don't bother them. Them come home, them eat them lunch, them eat them dinner, them do them thing, and them gone to them bed. And it's when them gone to them bed that she beat them. So she just creep into the room and she touch whoever it is she looking for. So she looking for Novlet. She touch Novlet. Novlet usually is the one to get the whole for beating because she usually does rank. So she touch Novlet and Novlet jump up and she does whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. By that time, all the other one them jump up, start ball and run all over the place. But they're not running outside. And I'm told this because I didn't grow up with them. But they would run outside because it's late and, you know, whole for Duffy. It's night now, you know. But
Whole for Duffy.
Everybody never run go to do. But Miss Emma was a real warm soul. She was a very loving individual. She would sit on her veranda and everybody passing would always call to her, "Hi, Miss Emma." Nobody, young or old, would ever pass and not acknowledge her. And in the quietest way, she would, if you come and you bring things for her, she always had something to send for somebody else, regardless of what you brought. Yeah. There is two soap, one going to somebody else. Always somebody else needs something. And that kind of stuck with me on those occasions when I went to Smithville for a few days, because I really didn't like spending more than 2 days there because you have to go to the river for the water.
Okay.
And it's really icy cold when you go down there. So.
Well, so I want to wrap up now. I want to thank you.
But before you wrap up, Leo, I want to share something because it reminds me of when my grandmother died and they had this big 9 nights. It's like every night you had a 9 nights. All over again.
We didn't even start talking about 9 nights. Jesus, 9 nights. Set up. All right. Share it.
Let me tell you, every night was like a setup all over again when my grandmother died, man.
Jesus.
I don't know how much you know. Story time.
That brings back memories. That's one of the things that I miss about Jamaica. Not that you're praying for somebody to dead, but when somebody dead, I can tell you, I go to every setup I can go. Because I'm very supportive. I miss that about Jamaica.
Yes. Oh my God. Let me tell you something. I call them Dopey Band.
Yes.
Dopey Band, they call them. I just found that out 2 years ago, right, when my mom died, because I didn't know that was what it was called, but they call them Dopey Band. But the most entertaining thing in the entire world.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, man. My grandmother died years ago. Let me tell you, almost every night, it was what was happening up in the yard. And people came from all over. I mean, you're killing goat after goat after hog after hog. Yes. Every night, the people have food and drink.
Yes.
But wonderful.
But it was 9 nights, before. We had 9 nights of parties, finger broke no cry. Member play with the play and right, bullying a pen. Yeah, all of them things there. We'll talk about that next time when you come on. Make sure we have you next time. And Michelle, Andrea, Lord, we will welcome you anytime on this show. You just come in, just pop in and come talk to it.
I think next week we should talk about 9 nights and set up and the rituals around that.
Yes, we call it hot chocolate tea.
Yes, everybody come with them in mind.
White rum, when you talk about the white rum, you have to sprinkle the white rum and then
listen, man, Stop giving people them talk. Come back next week, come talk again, because Michelle I got there too. The other Michelle. All right. So all right. So,
Michelle them.
yes. It's so nice to have you, Andrea. Really, 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 really. I knew that you had something special going on. That's why I wanted you on the show this morning. It was really nice to have you.
Yeah. Thank you, Leo. I appreciate it.
Yeah, and so we'll share some more time later on for the music show. More party later on.
All right. All right.
So we can join to where was chop liver.
Have a nice day, everybody. Thank you. Hey, wrap up for me, Dianna.
Yes. Andrea, happy birthday. Adrian, happy birthday. Sandra, my dear girlfriend, I know your birthday is coming up soon, and we will celebrate that. You will have to come on the show on your birthday. But Aloun, we thank you for joining. Miss Rat Trap, Michelle, who gone to be her solution focused brief coach. We were happy that you were able to be here with us. For all the crab stories and the knocking of brushes whilst they shine floors, or for those who still mopping and resent people walking through the wetting up that they're doing. It was always a pleasure. Aloun, thank you so much for taking the moment to just come and share all them crab story with us and the cooking of that rice with the whole heap of bad butter down at the riverside. Like the kind of picnic that I yearn for. But as always, such a pleasure to be here. Leo, thank you so much for the opportunity to be here. Have a productive week.
All right, everybody, thank you so much for joining the show. We'll talk soon. All right, bye-bye now.
All right, bye.